looks like I almost killed Bruce Wayne. And luckily for this woman here, reminding me of something that I didn't even think of. And if you guys watched that video yesterday, there's something wrong with Bruce Wayne. And as you saw, he was not himself. Bruce Wayne is not in a good way, guys. Have you ever seen him like that? I've
never.
Literally never seen him like that. He's still having some effects. You see him twitching his ears. That's from what I thought it was because she brought this to my attention. So I'm not going to rehash everything that was wrong with him. You can go back and watch that video. Something's wrong with Bruce Wayne. But in that video, I told you that Kara mentioned I gave Bruce ADVANTIX II flea and tick medication, and that literally almost killed Bruce Wayne. The moment I got off of the video, you guys saw me bathing Bruce, his symptoms changed like immediately. Kara slept on the couch with him last night. He was able to walk a lot better today. He's able to walk a lot better last night. So we brought him to the vet today at 9 a.m. And just so y'all know, come on people, don't insult us like that. People were like, bring him to the vet immediately. If you guys watch the video, there's no vets open. We tried to bring him to the emergency room. It's 2 hours away.
Even emergency vets are at capacity.
They're at capacity. They said it's a 7 to 10 hour wait and it's 2 hours away. Meaning it would have been the next morning anyways.
Yeah.
So don't be ignorant like that, guys. Those comments do annoy me. We do everything we can for these dogs and the best decision we make. Unfortunately, I went against my best judgment because, you know, oh, you don't want your dog getting Lyme disease, give him flea and tick. I gave him flea and tick, and look what happened. It almost killed Bruce Wayne. ADVANTIX II, FU. I'm not using any more flea and tick preventative on him because they can still get Lyme disease, and ticks still get on your dogs anyways. So I'm just gonna keep doing things like the tick mitt, some natural stuff. She always takes the flea comb and goes through him every time we're outside and there's ticks out. That's what we're doing forward. Same for heartworm medicine. A lot of those chemicals in your heart guard and heartworm medications, no more for these guys. He's a blood relative of him, so I also bathed him yesterday just to assure that there is no residue on him. Now, granted, it was 3-4 days later.
Right.
The vet said that's the best thing we could do is bathe him in Dawn dish detergent.
Right.
I washed all their toys. We washed their blankets. I actually bathed him twice, and now it's just riding it out and making him comfortable. He said, over time, over probably the next few days, it's gonna start working its way out of the system. Unfortunately, it was on his skin for 4 days, a lot of it absorbed. There's nothing else we can do. But there are some concerns because Bruce Wayne typically weighs 155 pounds to 160 pounds. Last time at the vet in November, even though he didn't eat for 4 days, when he was in Cornell after his surgery, he weighed 160 pounds at the vet. He weighed 145 pounds today. And that's very concerning, and cancer causes a lot of weight loss quickly. But we also have to remember Bruce barely drank and ate for 4 days. So you're dehydrated. Actually, he really wasn't that dehydrated when they checked his bladder. But his diet changed. He's not eating as much protein as he was because we had to reduce his protein because of the cysteine stones. So now he's at like a 50% protein, another 50% just like sweet potato or some carb source. Veggies. So right there, he's going to lose muscle mass. It can happen quick, but again, we want to make sure it wasn't cancer. So the vet did a complete blood panel on it, and they said one thing to look for is elevated calcium or calcium that's in the low end of range, right? So they did all his blood work, comes back with it, starts describing that if your calcium's elevated, it's a sign of cancer, and if your calcium's too low, it's a sign of cancer. And I'm just thinking, oh my God, he's gonna tell me Bruce has cancer, or this number is skewed. And then he's like, good news, the number's not skewed. So right there, that's a great sign. All of his lab work looked really good, except for his white blood count was a little bit high probably because he's got a little bit of a bacteria infection in his scrotum.
Yeah, in his sheath.
In his sheath, which has been like a battle
ongoing
for years. It's so chronic. So he believes that's why that's a little bit elevated.
And his globulins were elevated, which is also what he attributed more to like an infection response.
Yep. And when he looked in his sheath, it was a little bit red, a little bit discolored. And I was telling him, when your dog's intact, a lot of times they do get discharge. And it's like pretty white typically, maybe a little bit yellow because of the urine. but his has been like on the slightly green grayish side, which just isn't normal. And I told him that, and then he looked at his prostate. He's like, yes. He also did an ultrasound on Bruce, didn't see any cystine stones in there. An x-ray doesn't show cystine stones, which is why it was missed before, and we thought the stones were small. But he said for sure, this would show the cystine stones, and his bladder looked good.
Everything looked good, no
Everything
obstructions.
looked good, no obstructions. So this morning we woke up, and Bruce is literally a completely different dog than yesterday. He's not 100.
Definitely not 100, but definitely a
after
lot
what he
different.
went through, it's going to take probably a good week for him to get back to feeling himself. But right now, things are looking really good for Bruce. I'm sorry for almost killing you, bro. And literally, we were worried. It's like, nobody's here to help us. No vets will get us in. The emergency vet clinic said, yeah, you can bring him. You're waiting 7 to 10 hours, though. And it's like an hour and a half, 2 hours away. So it's like, we might as well wait till the morning, right? Because it's gonna be close to that time anyways. So I feel like we made the best decision. I super appreciate all the love and support, the reach out for Bruce, because I know you guys, he's changed me as a person, he's changed Care as a person. I know he's changed a lot of your guys' lives, just showing how we raised him, just what this magnificent breed really is capable of and how amazing they are. So I really appreciate all the love and support. All the DMs, I can't answer everyone, I'm sorry. I've read them. Well, I've read some of them, but I can't just directly respond. There's too many, so I'm not avoiding you guys. I just can't respond to all those. No, we are always doing what's best for Bruce, what's best for Justice, what's best for this family of dogs. We go above and beyond anything that most people would do for our dogs. And I think we've put in the time and proof here in this channel that you would know that. I'm guessing the people that would comment, you need to bring him to the vet now, why aren't you bringing him to the vet? Well, obviously you A, didn't listen to the video, or B, you don't know us very well, because you know we would do anything for these dogs, and
Maybe they're in a different time zone or something. Like
I don't know.
Holiday weekend
Some people just get itchy fingers and just want to comment because they always think they know what's best. And obviously, yes, bring him to the vet would be best. The only option we had was telemed, which we did. And I wasn't too happy with the telemed call. She didn't really believe it was the flea and tick medication. She wasn't ruling it out, but she just didn't seem that educated on the topic.
She didn't seem very thorough.
Our vet, Dr. Carter, like really understood this.
Yeah.
Really saw the signs in it.
For sure.
And he didn't dismiss it. He didn't dismiss us.
Yep.
Our vets at Chittenango never dismiss us, which is great. A lot of doctors, a lot of other vets literally dismiss.
I think they're very forward thinking there.
They are very forward thinking. Chittenango Animal Hospital is great.
They are.
They're very forward thinking, and they listen to their patients. You know, and you'll see, I have B-roll up. They don't even have dog tables there because that stresses the dog out. They literally get in the floor with the dogs like we are now because it makes them more comfortable. It makes the dogs more comfortable. And that's the first veterinarian office that I've ever been to that's done that.
I know.
They are great there. I can't, you know, the care that they give and how thorough Dr. Carter was, he's like, okay, it's the flea and tick medication most likely causing these symptoms. I'm concerned about his weight loss.
Yep.
I told them about Bruce's brother who recently just sadly passed away to cancer. Our thoughts and prayers go out to Mike and his family. So he's very forward thinking and everything and did all the proper testing that we needed, which is good.
Yeah, because we basically went in there and Jason was like, he used 100%, but I'm like more like 99% sure that this is what caused it. However, we are not opposed to please do whatever testing you need to do while we are here because we understand for a larger breed dog, he is on the older side now. We understand the genetics Bruce has been dealt with in his family history, like all these things.
His father died at 6
We're very aware of these things, and we're also even more so aware now after what happened with Bruce's stones. We're more in tune with the fact that he's got a very high pain tolerance, very high pain threshold. So we take it very seriously anytime something is off with him. Anytime. And I have to tell you, Jason especially, but myself included, we are so in tune with these dogs and knowing when something is off and not right with them. And we've never been wrong with that. We've never taken him to the vet and they've been like, he is just, everything's fine. You two are crazy. Like, we are very in tune with what goes on with these two and just doing as much as we can for them.
I think that's why I got angered at some of those comments.
That's why I just wanted wanted to stress that. I don't think
you can tell me I'm a piece of crap. You can tell me I'm stupid. I literally don't care.
You can say you don't like Jason
or like us. I literally don't care.
Yeah.
But those comments got to me because like I love these dogs so much and I do everything for them. I put them before me all the time.
We put these dogs before us half the time. It's like, it'll be the afternoon and all we've done is do everything to give these dogs an amazing morning, to socialize them, to make sure they've gotten fed. He did eat some breakfast this morning too, which was good. So that was one sign we saw at the vet too. You'll see Jason feeding him some little treats that
he never eats.
He always snubs those. He's like, I'm way too good for these crappy little treats. But today he scarfed him up and he did eat some breakfast.
That's where we're at. I will keep updating you guys on how he's getting better because obviously he's not 100 still.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna take him like a week.
Did he say that? He basically said at this point we kind of have to ride out the symptoms. There's some things we're gonna be doing to kind of minimize any discomfort he could be having from like potential like burning or tingling from the actual ADVANTIX being on him. Cold compresses essentially, or cold baths. I just didn't.
He's really been wanting to be comforted though.
That was the thing last night that was a big part of why I wanted to just openly stay on the couch all night, because he kept, anytime I would lay down with him, he would snuggle into me, and he was also literally taking his paw and pulling me towards him, and like he needed that comfort. I felt like he was probably just confused why he was feeling what he was feeling, and we were all concerned for him. JJ was concerned and anxious for him.
Yep, so we will keep you guys updated. Thanks for all the love and support. Make sure you guys are subscribed and hit that notification bell because the next video will probably be another update on Bruce. See how he's doing, how he's recovering, and hopefully he keeps staying on this upward trend. Until next time, guys, peace. He drew it all over his teddy.
That's fine.
Good boys. That's a good sign. Good sign he took that. And he's drooling.
The concern JJ was giving you? The look on his face staring at you?
When?
When you were getting choked up. The way he looked at you was just so endearing.
I wasn't choked up, I just had stuff in my eyes.
Babe.